For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights, sworn to protect us from the coming of the dark.
Stephen King's self-proclaimed magnum opus finally makes its way to the big screen with a star-studded cast, but with critics already lambasting the film. Is it truly that bad?
The man in black and the gunslinger.
They're just dreams. They're not real, Jake.
Jake, played by Tom Taylor, is a young, troubled kid living in New York and suffering from recurring nightmares of an otherworldly man in black. Played by Matthew McConaughey, who's using kidnapped children to topple a mysterious dark tower. On the flip side, his visions also include a gunslinger, played by Idris Elba, who aims to kill the man in black once and for all. Needless to say, Jake's perceived wild imagination doesn't gel well with those around him, with his mother and stepfather seeking the help of a mental clinic to hopefully sort him out. But it's only when they come to collect their pint-sized patient that he's faced with the fact those wild delusions may in fact be real.
He's like the devil, isn't he?
No, he's worse.
You can't stop what's coming.
So is it as bad as critics have said? It's alright. Having not read the original Stephen King novels, it's hard for me to quantify it in terms of adaptation, but I can judge it as a movie. And in that aspect, The Dark Tower resembles a kids movie far more than any kind of horrorish tale. With a tone akin to the Maze Runner franchise, it finds itself stuck in an age-rating conundrum to gain the widest audience possible. At its heart, The Dark Tower is a kid's power fantasy, of every young child's dream. A person who isn't fitting in with those around him, yet unbeknownst to them having an ability that will save the fate of the universe, whilst travelling on an adventure that no adult would ever believe. All children's literature covers these conventions, and The Dark Tower is stuck between a rock and a hard place with them. At times attempting to be more adult, even successfully painting Matthew McConaughey as someone not to be trifled with, but just as it knocks on the door of that more gruesome tale, it pulls back into being more corny once again, creating a film that attempts to satiate two different audiences, yet never fully committing to either. On the surface though, it's an enjoyable hour and 30 minutes, a runtime that will surprise many considering his literary roots, using none of that assumed depth and instead creates something that brisks along quickly with some stylish action now and again, but nothing you really haven't seen 100 times before.
I aim with my eye. I cannot shoot with my hand.
If you're going into The Dark Tower as a fan of the books, then you may be disappointed, as it's a movie that skews to a far younger audience than its source may dictate, offering a brisk child's fantasy adventure with some stylish action thrown in for good measure. The Dark Tower is nothing you haven't seen many times before in different forms, and that may be the biggest disappointment of all.
I kill with my heart.